I'm Renee Graziano.
I'm Karen Gravano.
I'm Ramona Rizzo.
And you're watching Us Magazine. I think what you're going to see at Renee's celebration of life party is Drita and I have differences, and I feel the difference is our value of friendship. It's definitely not a lead thing. I think at this point it has gone to be where, we're trying to argue something that was never there, and that's our friendship. So as far as I'm concerned, she stated where she stands. We're not friends. So we can definitely say how we feel. Maybe it wouldn't have escalated if we weren't at a party and egos weren't involved and, she felt like she was being cornered in and threw the first punch. Maybe if we were alone in a room, she would have not thrown a punch because it would have just been me and her, and I know the truth, so she wouldn't have been protecting anything.
Well, basically, I stepped into the situation with Karen and Drita because, I know Renee over 20-something plus years. We're family friends, and at the end of the day, this is a party, and it's a friend's party. There should be no confrontation. There should be no talks. If you want to talk, text her and say, you know what, let's make a plan for this week. The spotlight that night should have just been on Renee, and obviously it wasn't.
Oh, sweetheart, regardless of the fight it was.
It got short-lived.
I think to kind of say, I reached out to Drita on several occasions. I wanted to meet her before Renee's party, but she just kind of felt like that was the time and the place to talk, and I just didn't feel like it was because of all the people that were there. I do have, and did at the time, have feelings that I wanted to address, and it's unfortunate that it kind of got blown out of proportion at Renee's party.
No, it wouldn't be a party if it wasn't an explosion for Renee.
That's why we're the big bang.
There were children there, and it really wasn't right.
My surgery was an absolute tragedy, but there's some good that came out of it because I can tell the next person what they need to know and what they should look for in a doctor.
It was definitely a plastic surgery nightmare, and I think that if anyone can take anything out of Renee's surgery, that's just make sure you know what doctor you're going with. Do your homework, study him, see what he's done wrong before, look for his credentials.
Call a patient.
See
how the bedside manner is.
And just make sure any type of surgery that you do, you're mentally ready for it. Maybe physically you could overcome it later on, but are you mentally ready to take on that responsibility?
I don't regret my surgery, though I regret what happened. It's very hard to explain. I don't regret it because I'm able to pass the word on and tell people to be aware of what doctor and who not to go to and who maybe they should look at. But do I regret having my body chopped up? Yes, absolutely. As we did in season 1, we are again in season 2, a strong family. We're stand-up women. We protect our own, and I think you'll see the same thing.
I think you'll see friendships. To me, when you have a strong friendship and true bonds, you'll see that come through. And yes, there's craziness and there's drama, but I think you'll see, friends be friends who are friends.
I mean, I probably most likely would think that everybody will probably get a better insight of what this world is about. They depict it as one way and crime and violence, but at the end of it, there really are families there, and there are people that have feelings and cry, and sometimes when they're ripped apart from you, you actually just do get closer with that person.